Right, hello everybody. We're back in Tampa Bay, as if I've just, got here for the first time. We've been here for a while. Listen, we've just done the watch along here with the Tampa Bay Whites in the background there. Honestly, it's been unbelievable. 50, 60 people. There's loads of people behind me as well here. Honestly, it's boiling as well. Like, it's about 150 degrees. Bit awkward doing this in front of everyone. It's quite funny. But listen, yeah, massive win for Leeds. The Sunderland result, I think, puts the gloss on it a little bit. I'd say anyway. I think it puts the gloss on it. 2-2. But it was, guys, it was dead, wasn't it? It was a very, very dead performance. And the questions continue, I guess, about Leeds being boring, which I don't know. Are they boring? A lot of people would say maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm not really that convinced, to be honest, at this moment in time, that just the Leeds United fan base are just, I don't know, convinced with the manager. I think that's completely understandable with sort of the style of football we're playing. But I also think when you get the result like that, you can't really look at the negative. And everybody here at Tampa Bay has been saying the exact same thing about, it being an effective way of playing. And it is really, Leeds are winning games. Peru's come on. That goal it's fantastic, really. Absolutely brilliant finish. But yeah, we're here to get a few of the reactions. Yeah, Steve, come on. Oh, we got one. Are you going to come on? Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on? We're live now if you fancy it. What's your name?
Thanks, Connor. Jamie.
Jamie. So what's the story? Have you been out here, mate?
I've been in America since the 80s.
Yeah.
Came over as a teenager with my dad, yeah.
And they all sound Australian. When they come over, they've got the English accents, but they've all... That's
what I get all the time.
Australian.
Everyone thinks I'm Australian. Yeah. I moved to the Boston area from England, so everyone thinks I'm from Australia.
Yeah. What do you think to that, then? What do you think to that? It was once again, a little bit of war of attrition, I felt, but they're bottom of the table. There's something about the performance. Everyone here was quite frustrated as well. It's interesting. What do you think it is at the minute? It was flat at Ellen Road as well, wasn't it?
I don't think it's anything new. I think most of the games we get frustrated because it should be a bigger gap in the score than it. But hey, a win's a win. But
that's it, isn't it? It's
between performance and possession and the chances. Then we always should. I always feel we should have more goals on the scoreboard than we do.
Yeah.
But 3 points is 3 points.
That's it, and that is it. And with Sunderland as well, 2-2 means that Leeds, I think, are 2 points off now. They're faltering a little bit as well, which it's good news for Leeds, isn't it? Really,
they've had a good comeback last few weeks.
Yeah.
To reach the top again. Yeah, it's great, fantastic.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Joel Peru or Matteo Joseph?
Well, quite honestly, I wasn't a big fan of Peru at the end of last season, but he's really I've become a fan beginning of this season. He's great. I like Joseph too, but Peru's really put some goals in for us recently. So
yeah, I'm really struggling to have the argument now for,
I like them both.
for Joseph.
I like them both. I do like I said, I do like Peru a lot more than I did at the end of last season, but he's done a fine job for us lately.
Finest. Well, absolute pleasure to meet you, mate. Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. My grandpa played for Leeds.
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd you gone for?
He was Albert Saxton back in the 40s.
Right.
He's
brilliant.
in the book, though.
Is he?
Page 163 in the book. He's in there. He was a short period
Excellent.
in the 40s.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
We're all from Leeds. All the families from Leeds.
Yeah.
Hello to all the extended family back home. Thanks for coming.
No, anytime, mate. Anytime.
Pleasure.
Well, not anytime, but when I can do, of course. Yeah. Really appreciate you coming on, mate. Right. Mick, you coming on next? We're live, mate. We are live. Yeah, so you're coming on. Tells your story. Mick.
Hello, guys.
We've just been talking off air there, haven't we, about the old days at Leeds?
The old days, yeah, down in the 60s.
Yeah.
I got a story from that. So
Right.
when I was working at the ground, we were working crowd stewards, and you go and get your stuff, and you come out to go around, and the team will be out there practicing.
Yeah.
And Gary Sprake was there.
All right.
And there was one old geezer, because I was a teenager at the time,
Yeah.
so everyone was an old geezer. He goes up to Gary Sprake and he goes, your performance last week, lad, I'd have dropped you. And Gary just going, yes, sir. And it was great. And I was just gobsmacked. Right? Oh, right.
Well, I tell you what did you make to it? What did you make to that performance? I think
today,
it's weird, isn't it? It's weird at the minute.
Okay, well, it's just like we've been for the last few years. We're just not putting it in the net, right? You know, I keep thinking, don't they have any practice things where they practice shooting when they get in there? Nonto must have got 8 corners in that match, right? He drives down and it'll be Nonto corner. But the big deal was we got that goal at the end, right? And then Sunderland didn't get their winner. So
which is big.
How big we picked up those points. So
I think that puts us, I think we're just saying it's closer to the top. Well, I think it's 2 points off Sunderland
2
now,
points,
isn't it?
that's what they said, 2 points. Right? You know? But it was fair misery until we got that second goal.
It was.
And it always starts off so promisingly. There was a match earlier in the season where we did 2 by 20 minutes and it looked like we were going to put 10 in. I think we struggled.
100%, yeah. I've been asking, I've asked a couple of people as well, just off there, but Peru or Joseph, it feels like you can't really, but I feel that how we play there with Joseph playing for the first 60, 70 minutes and then Peru coming on, it just makes more sense, doesn't it? It feels like that.
Well, Joseph, I thought was doing really well. And Tanaka,
like him.
Look, a lot of promise there.
Yeah. Mick, it's been an absolute pleasure, my friend. And I'm sure I'll see you afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Steve, how you doing, mate? Good to meet you. Lovely Yorkshire accent. That's what we like. We have to get some Americans on soon, aren't we?
Yeah, I know.
Tell us your story.
We're taking over. First Leeds game for me was Shrewsbury in 1986.
Brilliant.
And then been a lifelong fan ever since. So
how long have you been over here?
2007. So we're about 17 years now. My job over here is enlisting every Leeds player I can and converting every non-Leeds player I can.
Yeah, I've been trying. I've only been here 3 days, but I've tried as well.
Yeah.
How many times have you been mistaken for being Australian?
Every day.
Yeah, I didn't realise this was a thing, but it is.
On the Derby happens every day. Yeah.
So, what do you reckon to it then? It was. I feel it was. Is that Aronson? Yeah, sounds like Aronson.
Yeah.
It feels like we're seeing a lot of those performances, aren't we? But a win is a win.
Yeah, it is as well. I mean, like the most important thing, you come against a team like this, they just want to defend. So as soon as you get that first one, it opens up for us. So it's exciting play. I love that we've got some aggressive players now. You know, Bogle pushing people off the ball.
He was excellent, wasn't he? He was excellent.
Brilliant. Yeah, and Aronson staying on his feet these days as well makes me happy. So
he has. I mean, what's the obviously out here as well? There'll be big Aronson fans, won't they?
Oh yeah.
What's the ideology with him out here? Is it kind of like they want him to move on, or they're enjoying him at Leeds?
Yeah, like it was particularly in this group now. Obviously, I thought when he went out on loan, I thought that was the right thing. Yeah. He's come back a way better player. He's just like he's just got that heart now, and where before I think it was just a little bit too much. Where now he's just kind of found his position in the team. Yeah. Obviously, he's starting every game there as well. So. No, it's exciting. I like how we changed it up. We bring on the new players. Yeah. Still can't pronounce the new fella's name.
When the commentators say Gila Vodji, I'm like, I thought it was Gila Vodji. So I've been pronouncing it wrong all the time.
It's like a spilt tin of spaghetti hoops, right?
Yeah. So, do you think we'll do it this year? I mean, it feels like the quality is nowhere near as good as it was last season. You've seen it again, Sunderland slipping up.
Yep. I worry about. I just hope it doesn't come down to that 2-2 Sunderland game with the sprinkler or whatever it was coming down. I hope it doesn't come down to that. But I'm confident, and frankly, I've enjoyed last year. It's nice to be in a winning season.
Nice to win, isn't it?
Yeah, and this year again, it's just you can speak loud and shout about it.
Absolute pleasure, my friend. Absolute pleasure. Right, who have we got on next? John Boy, you coming on? Here he is. We've got to get some Americans on soon, aren't we? This is like I'm in Leeds. I just brought the sun with me. I've not had any American voices yet.
We are in Florida. We're not in Leeds. So
what do you make of it, mate? We kind of spoke about it at half time, didn't we?
It was a struggle at times. I mean, that second goal obviously was what we needed, but with teams like that, we should be finishing them off. I think they're bottom of the league now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I mean, but we do know that anybody who plays Leeds, it's their cup final, whether it's home, away. So it was a struggle, but 3 points is 3 points. So.
Yeah, of course it's 3 points, 3 points, and I keep saying this, but Sunderland, that's a massive result, and them sort of draw the draw.
2 up, pull back, which I think they've been riding the luck a little bit recently. I mean, we saw against us, what's it, 97th minute?
Yeah.
So that 2 points, I think we're behind them now. Again, the 2 points that we lost dropped against them would have been probably top. I'm not sure what goal difference is. But yeah, I mean, again, some good performance. I thought Rockwell played really well.
Rockwell played well, yeah.
Tanaka, I mean, when Ampadu and Guru come back, who's going to get them midfield spots? Because I thought they both played really well.
Once again, we saw Joseph Peru experiment. It's an interesting one, but it's worked starting Joseph and bringing Peru on. It always feels like when they've got tired legs and Peru comes on, he always, I mean, his record off the bench is pretty good. I mean, but then he's scoring the goals. Yeah, it's a really difficult conversation. I think Joseph does a lot of the unnoticed work.
Yeah. I did feel a little bit today that he was getting a little bit out muscle. Certainly, and he went long. He was struggling a little bit.
Yes.
But Peru came on now. What's that? Is that 6 this season? 12 last year. So he's got a good return. I always find it all looks a little bit laboured. So and I'm sure if I'm stood next to him, I'm running a run race with him that he's going to beat me, but everything looks a little bit of a struggle. So we'll see.
Yeah. We're going to do it.
I think so. I went to Wembley last year. It was a long trek from here. So I don't want to go through that again. I think we'll do it. We went on a run last year. I don't know how many games it was. We just need to get that momentum, and that made a difference. I think I heard the other day where we had a point better off than we were last year. But then obviously we went on that really long run. So I think we need to get that together. International breaks.
Yeah, international break.
Now, so
that's good that we've got this break now, haven't we? And
I think it's good because what it's going to do, it's going to give some of the players that are out injured. It's going to give them a little bit. We're going to catch up a little bit there. I just hope that we don't get any serious injuries while people on away. So.
Your pleasure, my friend.
Okay, I'll put somebody else.
Yeah, you keep them rolling in. Here he is. What do you want to say? This man's a lot of trouble. Getting me into a lot of bother today.
If you want to blame me, mate, you can blame me. I'll take your responsibility.
2 minutes.
I'm holding you. I'll take your responsibility.
Too many sandwiches. This man's been an absolute gem since I've been out here. An absolute king for me. Really helped me out in so many instances. But I don't care about any of that now. We're going to be talking about Leeds United. Are you happy? I saw you there getting frustrated, sort of not effing and jeffing, but nearly.
Typical Leeds performance, wasn't it? I mean, like the one goal, high blood pressure right till the end. They love doing that to us. I mean, we're always on the verge of a heart attack, Leeds fans, till the last minute. And then we got the second. But it was a performance that is just kind of what we do. Lacking that final precision and putting us all out of our misery by half time. Is what we'd like, but they don't do that for us.
Even the first goal, I was like, how is that not gone in?
And we did that again.
Yeah.
Almost scored a similar goal. Pinball in the area, all over the place, like somebody put it in the net.
And I mean, they did play like a bottom of the table side. I thought they were really poor QPR. Anyone stand out for you today in terms of Leeds players or?
Standout performances. It's a hard one because everybody just doesn't seem to, give us that little bit extra that we need to win the game how we should.
Does 3
or 4-0?
Does it almost just suggest that Ramazani is so massive in this team, just in terms of that X factor?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. He does give us an end product. I think more often than not. Nonso is so frustrating. We know how good he is or how good he can be, but I mean, it's just like a letdown, kind of like in that final third.
I think Ramazani's, to be honest, I think how we look at it now is he the sort of X factor? Is he the best player? It feels like he's got 3 goals, and it felt he didn't have a lot of game time really. And for me, it very much feels like he's now almost like that star boy, doesn't it? I mean, not until we love him, of course, but there is right now maybe he just needs that added bit into his game.
Just that little bit missing, isn't there? You know, I mean, I was glad to see Joseph start. Like to have seen him score. I think Pirro earned his starts, but I do prefer him coming on and doing what he does, poking it in the net.
Yeah, it feels like that. I'm similar. I feel like if this is working, if this method is working, you know, do you need to change it that much? And you know, that is the conversation always, isn't it? It's Pirro should start, Joseph should start, Pirro should start, Joseph should start. I think I'm just a little bit more concerned that if that is the case over and over and over again, there's going to be like inconsistency bred into the side in terms of just continuity.
Yeah, you're right. I prefer to see Joseph start and Pirro come on because Joseph works the defenders harder. We know what Pirro does. He stands in the middle, but when you get a scoring opportunity, Pirro's pretty good at putting it in the net.
He is. International break now. Sort of a good vein of form Leeds are in. If Sheffield United lose or they draw tomorrow, it's been a pretty good weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah. Let's hope Sheffield Wednesday really can do us a favour in the derby. And by the way, mate, fantastic shirt.
Yeah, I don't know where I got this. It was a gift. Is there something on the back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. We've actually got an American, which is fantastic news. The expats have left. My friend.
How we doing?
All right,
Good
my
to see you,
friend.
brother. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How'd you get into Leeds? Tell everybody's story, man.
Well,
Name first.
Skyler Stevrevsky. How you doing? I got into Leeds because my best buddy, my best lad, how you guys say, Harley Myers. I've known him since I was in elementary school. And John, his dad, from Leeds. Harley's also from Leeds as well. John Myers got me into Leeds. I was a Man City fan my whole life. My uncle was really big into them, and just being American, my father's actually Macedonian, so there's a lot of football going on over there. So I got into City at his young age, but then when I met John Myers, he got me into Leeds, and then I went to a game against Ipswich last year, and you can tell me how crazy of a game that was.
The 4-0 win.
Oh yeah, it's my first time in England. He's like, let's just go to Leeds game. We're like, I'd absolutely love to. We get there, and I'm like, the atmosphere is just insane.
Yeah.
Crazy. So they got one of my Macedonian boys on that team, so it was a good look. The year before he was, but I didn't get to see him. But yeah, it was a great game. Atmosphere was amazing. Great people. And once they scored the first goal, I was like, going to a City game beforehand, I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Go over to the Leeds game. First goal, everybody going bananas. It was crazy, dude. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm since that game, I think I've been a diehard Leeds fan as well. I switched from my Man City lovins to Leeds.
So. Imagine, guys, going from Man City to Leeds. You can't imagine that.
Going up there next year, I'll tell you that. After this game too. Yeah.
So, what are you making of it right now? Anyway, with Leeds United, obviously that game right there was a little bit nervy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but we got the job done though.
We did. At the end of the day, I came just after halftime, so it was a good game, high intensity. Looked like everyone was having a good time out there, out here and out there on the field. So, and then we closed out in the 95th minute to let everybody know what we got up to this year.
Yeah, and there's international break now, obviously, which means that Leeds are sort of in the mix back again. You know, top two. Sunderland messed up as well today, which is good news for Leeds.
Yeah. 31, right?
Yeah. So are you all positive right now about Leeds United and us going up? Yeah.
Positive from last year's. You know, I don't really want to talk about it or think about it.
No.
Yeah, but from last year's, I think we have a better look. Better attitude on the team.
Did your dad drag you to Wembley as well?
What was it?
Did he drag you to Wembley?
No, he went, but I didn't. I couldn't go. I had work, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I would have loved to. I would love to go to that, but it's a little catch-22 there. But you know, it was a great time. You know.
So have you seen a lot of it around here of almost like Leeds getting a little bit more of a presence? Obviously, the 49ers coming in huge as well.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that's a huge part of it as well. I mean, the Leeds Facebook group, everybody knows about around here. It's getting more and more followers every day. A lot of people are bringing up Leeds here and there. Every time I say I'm a Leeds fan somewhere around here, like, oh, dirty Leeds. I'm like, yeah, get back. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, proud to be a Leeds fan. Proud of all the guys on the team and all the fans around here. It's getting bigger and bigger, so I love to see it. Yeah.
Well, fantastic talking to you, my friend.
Nice talking to you,
Absolutely
brother.
brilliant.
I'll see you Leeds!
Come on. Well, I've got this thing. Hello. All right, mate. How's it going? Right, you two can come here. Right, tells your story. We've got an Englishman, a lad from Leeds, and an American.
So, where do you start? I lived here from, I think, a year in August, or just over a year.
Yeah.
We met
in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
It didn't stay in
It
Vegas.
didn't stay in Vegas.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. And he's been in America now for 1 year.
Yeah. So I don't think we spoke about this before. So are you from the Vegas area? Are you from?
Yeah, I'm from here.
Yeah.
Yes. Born and raised in Florida.
Born and raised
So
in
yeah,
Florida.
a lot of family in Vegas that we went and visited. And that's how we met at the time.
Yeah.
But this is home.
I'll tell you a funny story, though.
Go on.
The first time she came to the UK, she flew into Gatwick.
Yeah.
And Brighton's about 45 minutes away from Gatwick Airport. Leeds had Brighton away that day, Premier League.
Have you told her this before?
She didn't know. She didn't know this, but she got straight off the flight, straight in a taxi, straight to Brighton away in the way end.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just off a 10-hour flight overnight.
It was a good time. Yeah. I had a fireball in my pocket. So we take like all the shots. Because you can't drink in the games, right? So I had like my little.
And you guys. So what I've noticed, I've been out here as well. You guys love to shop. We just drink beer, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
By the gallon, and then you guys shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot for shot.
I'm still getting used to that. It's been over a year, but I'm still not there.
So he's got you into Leeds, evidently. I have with my partner as well. She now, I do a test for all the time. Like, can you name 10 Leeds players? And she's going from like 10 to 12 to 14. Yeah, so she's.
With the Bielsa era, she watched every single game.
Really?
And she's a flight attendant now. So since then, she's always flying.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like lost touch a little bit.
Yeah.
But she knows all the Bielsa era. She likes to look at this. Her favorite place, Phillips.
There we go. Yeah, it's on camera as well.
She loves Pablo, Alioski, all those guys.
Yeah, Alioski was one of my faves.
Yeah.
Kind of got his hair, so I brought it back a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you make of that anyway? We'll come to you first. But what did you make to that? It's obviously Leeds. It's weird because it's like even at the ground, the atmosphere, it sounds a bit quiet, doesn't it? And like even here, it seemed a little bit nervy, but yeah, it's a weird atmosphere right now. But Leeds Sunderland dropped points. Leeds are in like a really good position right now.
I think they're in a great position.
Yeah.
He's been showing me the standings for the last couple games, and he's super excited about it. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. Yeah, Premier League.
You like Daniel Farker?
Yes.
Did you look? Yeah. Well, yeah. No. There was no leading there. Don't worry. What do you think of it?
I think for me, we control possession like we usually do.
Yeah.
I prefer a couple more goals. I'd like to be a bit more cute. We shouldn't be playing against teams, no disrespect, like QPR at home, and it going to the wire and us like biting our fingernails, thinking, shit, what could happen here? I think Farkas set us up that we control the ball. Look at the Millwall game, we control the ball there, and we lost the game. So I'm not really interested in the possession as such. I just want points on the board. Look what happened last season. I want to go up this season, and points is the only thing that matters to me this season. Forget the possession. We need to put the ball in the net.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of fans are saying. It's not really about having sort of the most like sexy football, if you will. There's no real point in that if you're not converting those chances. So yeah, I think it's a big result for us today. And as I said, that Sunday result's massive.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I saw it 2-2. They played the game just after the Leeds game finished, and I thought some of them were pressing. I thought they might get a late winner, but that's a good result for us. They started really well, a bit like Ipswich last season. Didn't really see it coming, but I think Sunderland. Hopefully they'll drop off. We said that last season about Ipswich, so who knows? But we're in a good position.
Yeah, we are. Final question: are we going to go up?
Absolutely.
There you go. Absolutely, bro.
Right. Well, I'll come chat to you afterwards.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, guys. Yeah, mate. See you soon, mate. See you soon. Well, guys, I think that is pretty much it. We're going to get into a couple of your comments as well. Alex, really appreciate that, mate. It's a little bit different, this, isn't it? Mark's gone on about the Farker out brigade. Listen, I don't think it is over here. Definitely, it's a very, very positive group. It's a very good group of people as well. Really, really impressed by this setup. It's excellent, and listen, Leeds United in America, it's something that I think that we need to explore, just in terms of, just the potential that we've got out here. And honestly, guys, I'm staggered by how it's growing and growing and growing and growing. And that's just from me getting direct messages. It's from little bits and bats. But here in particular, a lot of you might think that it was just expats. That just wasn't the case. There's at least 50% Americans here, a lot left at full time. But it's been absolutely amazing. It's been a really good experience. And listen, we've got the international break now, haven't we? So we're going to be bringing to you like a lot of different content throughout this international break as well. But overall, I'm really happy that we've started like this, guys. The reason behind that is because I was really worried that this game was going to undo us a little bit. We were going to be a little bit lethargic, and we were. It wasn't great, wasn't ideal, but at the end of the day, we got the result. So why does it matter that much right now? And I think I'm buoyed on a little bit by the fact that Sunderland, Sunderland dropped those points. I think that's absolutely massive. I think it's very underrated how big that is, just purely on the basis that I think it's like, is it 2 draws on the bounce now? So there's inconsistency there as well. It's not just our away form that's inconsistent. Draw, loss. Of course, I understand that. And I mentioned those points and I brought those points up. But overall, if we can keep grinding out those wins, if we can keep grinding out those points, it's going to be a massive come the end of the season for Leeds United. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. That was really cool, Connor. Go to Orlando. Might bump into Matt Lewis. Yeah. He gets too much airtime, man. He gets too much airtime. You must be missing the weather. Pro's overall game, says Connor, is woeful. He's a decent finisher, and that's all he offers. He has the touch of a donkey. If Firpo was a dog, you would put him down. The amount of time he spends at the vets. Perot only scores when we are leading. Has he ever changed a game coming off the bench when he's losing? No. Yeah, and I understand that. I think what we've got right now is a really good format. We've got a really good format, him coming off the bench and him doing what, we sort of expect when it comes to Joel Peru. But at the end of the day, guys, just keep it like that. I would still be starting Joseph and I would be bringing Peru on. I don't understand why this is like Farker, obviously, like football's a meritocracy. I always talk about this. Daniel Farker brought Joel Peru out of proceedings for one reason and one reason only today. He clearly understands that Matteo Joseph does offer something within this Leeds United side. I really think that. So Peru coming off the bench, though. Peru scoring a lovely finish, a dainty, lovely finish. But for me, Aronson, impressive today, especially in that first half. I thought Rotho was okay. But you come back on? Thanks, you going? You going? Oh, lovely to meet you, mate. Yeah. And we'll do it again, man. Yeah. You're famous now. Yeah. More famous than I am. Lovely to meet you, mate. Yeah, I will do, man. Thank you. See you soon. But yeah, so I think the result was the big important thing today, everybody. Millwall, highly disappointing, really disappointing. But to get back on the horse today was a big one. Yes, 100%. Kerry says, very cool. USA, no, Leeds. Love to Tampa. And Bradenton, Bud, 100%, mate. We scraped a result. We did, but, it's someone just put there, John Beers said, QPR are bottom of the league. So the fact we struggled is a concern. I understand that to an extent. I just think this is how this team's going to play. I don't think there's going to be any differential of which it's like, oh my God, Leeds have started to do this, and this now. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is how Leeds are going to play. That's how I feel it's going to go. And we've got to, I think luck has to go our way as well this season. I do think so. I think substitutes, I think this, that, and the other. Maybe tempo at points for Leeds United. Breaking down a low block will always be a Daniel Farker issue and a Leeds United issue, maybe, but it shouldn't be a Leeds United issue with the quality that we have, obviously. So for me, though, overall, the result is the big thing today. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, Connor, you're not normally like this. And maybe I'm a little bit more critical and cynical, maybe. But I do think after that Millwall game, it's huge. The result today, I said to Steve, look, it's just the result today. Get the result. Go into the international break on a high. Imagine if we'd have gone into the international break off the back of that Millwall game. Wouldn't have been ideal, would it, guys? Thank you for a great show. Gilavogi looks class, Connor. Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Right, well, we've got to nearly 30 minutes. I'd really appreciate if you slap a like on the video, everybody. I'm not going to go for too much longer. You've seen the watch along. You've seen me now. We've got a couple of bits coming up in terms of vlogs, which is a bit different. And sometimes I'm a little bit like, is this something that you guys want? But I want to try new things. You know, I want the channel to be like a little bit of a, you know, a go-to Leeds site for all of you guys, you know, not just me in my bedroom. So I think getting out, interviewing fans like this, they're all so happy we're here. They're so happy we're here. So it's incredible, really. It's fantastic here in the fan base. And yeah, guys, look, we're going to be going strong. We're heading to Miami next. We're going to be filming a lot of bits there as well. I hope you enjoy it. Please slap a like on the video. And I hope you've enjoyed the content today. Head on over back to the watch along as well. If you haven't, if you want to watch this again, we've interviewed about 8 fans. There was about 50 here. But it's great that they've come on the show as well. And I'm just going to sit here and catch up with them, and you know, yeah, have a chat and all that sort of stuff. So as I say, everyone, like, comment, subscribe. If you just joined, you can watch from the beginning. Head on over to the watch along as well if you just want to see some funny bits. It's a bit different. And head on over to the Patreon as well, everybody. It really, really helps and enables me to do things like this, which I want to do for you guys as well. It's been an absolute pleasure, everyone. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.